Hi, everyone. Welcome to Clutch Entertainment today. And today we're going to be talking about how to be successful as a person in your life, in your goals, with friendships, family. There's a number of different things that, affect this success and contribute to your overall success with things. So I'm going to go through a bunch of stuff you can do and a bunch of things that can contribute to that extra help you can get. And let's get right into it. So first off, we'll start off with you want to have a good work-life balance. So a good work-life balance is making sure you're not overworking. And when you're done working, for the weekend or from whenever. You need to give your mind a mental break from work because everyone works all the time and it consumes probably about a third of our lives, at least, maybe even more, because we're working, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week at least. And then sometimes we get even carried over more, like if it's a few more hours on the weekend or if it's a few extra hours where we're thinking about work, there's just a lot of different things that contribute to this. And that's basically what the first thing you got to look at. Second thing is, you want to always persevere. So if you have a goal in mind or if you have something you want to pursue, I would definitely invest in going for that goal or going for what you're doing. And don't give up. Take your time with things. Put yourself in a position where you want to do it and just go slowly. Take your time, one step at a time. There's a number of things, in our lives, we struggle with, whether it be, being fearful of something, or another thing could be maybe you want to pass your math test, or maybe you want to get a job, or maybe you want to learn how to drive, or maybe you want to be super great at a video game. There's so many different things. Or do you want to be good at photography or a sport? There's always a way to get to that point. Now, I'm not saying that you're guaranteed to be successful in those areas, but it can put you in a position where you have a chance to acquire it. And not everything works out the way you want it to be. So something so minor as to, get to something like you want to have a good grade. Like that's a pretty minor goal to have, unless you really need it and you need to get a certain GPA for college. So you got to weigh what it is and what it's pushing you towards. And that way it puts more emphasis whether or not you need it. And the urgency of the situation is really what matters the most. So, for example, say I want to be one of those people that, goes on a talk show and I want to be famous and I want to, I got to get my name out there. I got to go, if I want to go to like a public radio station and start working there and work my way up. It's not like I can just go, hey, I want to be famous and just become famous. So there's like a process in how you do it. So you just don't want to like jump into it. You want to take your time with it and put yourself in a position where you can do it and never give up on where you want to do it. But it's a process. Next I want to say is don't let doubters get to you, because there's a lot of people in your life that might say, oh, I don't think you're capable of doing that, or I don't think that this is right for you, or don't let people tell you like, I don't think you can do that, or I don't think you'll be able to handle that, or anything along those lines, because in the end, you're the only one who knows if you can or not. And even in certain situations where you're like, I can't do that, a lot of times, like sometimes we do doubt ourselves, and I do understand that sometimes, we do need that extra push from someone. But as far as an overall goal towards things, what you really want with even something to be successful, I would definitely try to, avoid the doubters, just say, hey, thank you for your feedback. Appreciate it. But we'll get to that point, someday, I'll take your feedback into consideration. Another thing is, avoid the social media. If you're going on social media and you're looking to see how validated you need to be because you want to get to a certain point and be successful, and you're posting every picture, yeah, I just did this. Yeah, I just did this. Now, there's a time and place for social media if you're trying to market yourself. But if you're just trying to say, look at me, look how great I am, and you're trying to show like exactly what you think that other people are going to interpret you as, and you think that, oh, it's going to make me feel good, and you're just doing it for the feel good, that's what you need to avoid. You need to avoid also a bunch of negativity that people post on social media. And I would say the next thing is create a goal. Create a goal and reflect on that goal. You want to get to an end goal. So, for example, say I'm a child and I'm like 10 or 15 years old and I really want to be a baseball player. So what I need to do is I need to take the steps to get to that point. I need to join like a junior league, and then I need to go into college or high school, and I need to enter into the high school league. And then I need to go to a college that's good for baseball, and find the right coaches and just train on the off seasons. So it's just like a process. It takes years and years to get to be successful. For example, like I have this YouTube channel too, and my overall goal of the YouTube channel is not to get like thousands and thousands of viewers, like not necessarily. If someone comes across this channel and they're like, yeah, that's really interesting, I wanted to learn more about that, they can leave a comment and reach out to me. Or if they want to, go on my channel and be like, I don't agree with him, I mean, that's fine too. But the biggest thing is, you want to reflect on what your overall objective is. And my objective is to try to help people to the best of my ability on this channel. I want to, be there and answer questions if you have questions for me. I want to, give you good advice. And, I'll take feedback too. If you have something that you don't like about my channel, please let me know. Leave a comment, or you can send me a direct message on my email. It should be on my YouTube channel. But that's another thing about being successful. You want to, take feedback too. So taking feedback is a great contributor, and it's also a place, where you can put yourself in I'm not perfect, but I want to get better. And the overall goal in life too is to get better, and that's how you be successful at anything. Any kind of failure helps you grow. And that kind of goes along with my next point, is to be content with losses, because, everyone loses every day. Like there's somebody losing out there, whether they fail a test or they fail an exam, they lose a game, they don't get what they want. Some girl rejects somebody and breaks up with them, or some guy breaks up with a girl, and breaks her heart. There's a lot of different stuff out there that we want to be successful, and sometimes we have crossroads, and it's going to get in our way, And the best thing to approach that, the next thing is, what am I going to do next? What's my next step? If I'm feeling bad, for example, and I'm like, man, I feel bad, I feel terrible, it's the next step that I do. Sometimes I'm not perfect with that too. Like sometimes I feel like, I may struggle with like anxiety, for example, and I'm not feeling great. And then like I come to a point where I'm just like, what do I do next? I don't know what to do, and the thoughts get in your mind, and then it makes you get like at a crossroad, and you're not sure what to do next. The best thing to do is to figure out what your next step is going to be. You may fail. You may have a terrible day. You may have, a really bad day, but the next thing, or the next day, or the next hour, or the next minute, you could be coming out of it and you could be doing great. It's all about what you can do in the next step. It's looking forward, not backwards. As I said in one of my other videos, I'm not sure what it was, what video it was, but looking to the past, that is more so of like depression. Looking to the future is more so anxiety, because anxiety is what will happen. I'm not sure. Depression is I messed up. I'm in a bad spot. I didn't do the right thing. So you want to always come to that point where you're just like not going to either way of those. You want to try and live in the present. And there's a Bible verse. I'm not sure what it is. I will post it in the comment section below when I remember what it is. But it basically says, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will take care of itself. I think it's John something, but I'll have to look. But it's definitely a good Bible verse to go by, and it's something that we need to all focus on. We need to all focus on not worrying about stuff. We need to focus on what we're doing in the present moment, where we're trying to go, what we're focusing on, what's the truth, what's the new thing that we want to achieve, and how do we want to be successful. The main goal in life of being successful is not always to be the man or the woman. You want to be the person that you were meant to be. That's what being successful is. It's not, look how great I was and look how many achievements I made. It's, how was I as a person, and what do people see me as? Because, someday we're all going to die, and someday we're all going to get to a point where, we're no more. We're just a faded memory of other people, and then when all the people that knew us is gone, we'll be nothing like on this earth. I mean, of course, after we die, there's heaven and hell, but I'm talking about like on earth in general. But yeah, we just want to be at that point where we focus on like how we can be present with ourselves. And I have a video on how to be present too. I could post that in the comment section below. But I would say the last couple things of being successful is to be flexible. That means put yourself in a position where if something doesn't go your way, be okay with it. And the last thing is to take action. Put yourself in a position, like I've said several times in this video, where you could be the most successful. What can you do that next moment to be successful? And if you can do that, that will really help you to be successful in the end and live a really good life and a successful life. So thank you for watching Clutch Entertainment today. I really appreciate you watching my show. And if you could like, subscribe, that would be great. And if you have any comments in the comment section below or any feedback, that would be great too. So thank you for watching Clutch Entertainment today, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.